G'day guys, Ziggy D here and welcome back for part 3 of my Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls hardcore playthrough on the Wizard. In the last episode we did Act 2 and the episode before that we did Act 1, so it only makes sense now that we are going to do the bounties for Act 3. So we've hit up in here and they look pretty interesting this time. We have Clear Icefall Caves, that's a clear one. We have kill a few guys here, like kill Captain Don Adams, kill Bolin. But we also have kill Sadea, so we have our boss fight, and we have kill Siegebreaker, so another boss fight. Honestly, Siegebreaker has been pretty scary in this expansion pack. I've had a few pretty rough fights with him on my other characters, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But also, when I jumped into the game, it also noticed that the Mystic had unlocked, so she must have unlocked right about at level 16. So we now have access to her, and we can use her to craft some of our gear. In fact, I can probably even start doing that pretty soon. But I think what I want to do before continuing on, because Act 3 is going to be good, but I think it's also going to be a little bit dangerous. So I'm going to check the vendor for some things like rings. There's definitely at least one ring upgrade I can get here. So we'll see what these guys have. Whether they have any upgrades for us, probably not, to be honest. But we'll check out the ring vendor here. Oh, 23 vitality attack speed. That's pretty good. Let's definitely get one of those. And we've got our legendary amulet we got from one of our loot baggies, our Heraldric caches at the end of the last episode. So we're pretty good with that for now. Oh, it was sometime in the last episode we got that. Alright, I think it's time to just go straight into doing some of the basic bounties. We'll go for Clear Icefall Caves first. Now actually, what I'm going to do before continuing on is I'm actually going to change up my build a bit, because I want to, keep testing out all these different skills and such and see how they go. So I'll actually go back to town to do this. Use the waypoint to go back to town, and then we'll check out some of our skills, so I'm not doing it while dying. Okay. So, Magic Missile is pretty good. We found we were very successful with Glacial Spike. Maybe let's try Electrocute, though. I do like Electrocute as a spell. It's pretty fun. We don't have any runes for it yet. Chain Lightning is at level 22, so that's a while away. Otherwise, we've got things like Spectral Blade or Shock Pulse, which will have a new rune in about 2 episodes. But yeah, you can see that you can modify these to fire and all these different sorts of things here. Piercing Orb. Ooh, that sounds fun. Shock Pulse might be fun as well. But let's go with... let's go with Electrocute for now. We'll give that a go. What other ones do we have for our secondary skill? We have Arcane Orb. We've tried Arcane Orb and Ray of Frost to pretty good success there. Arcane Orb's pretty powerful as well. I guess the only thing that leaves is Arcane Torrent. We'll give that a go, I think. Arcane Torrent's always been a fun skill. And for our defensive procs, maybe we'll go with Slow Time instead of Frost Nova, although Frost Nova has been very powerful as well. And what about for Wave of Force? We do have a Wave of Force rune now with Impactful Wave, which repels projectiles, knockback enemies. So this is what the spell used to do by itself, has now been put onto a rune, because the different runes do different things as well now. So as you can see, this rune here does each enemy's hit deal 10% reduced damage, and there's a few other ones there we'll take a look at as we unlock them. I'll try and show you guys these runes and things as much as possible. Looks like I don't have any other armors or anything like that for now, but I could probably go with something like Diamond Skin instead. Crystal Shell, which increases the amount of damage reduction we get. And we have some passives. We have Glass Cannon, which is nice once you combine it with a few other passives, but considering we're going into some boss fights in this, I don't know if I want to go Glass Cannon. Maybe we'll go with Blur. I don't have too many cooldowns on this one. This one's got a cooldown, this one's got a cooldown. These are all normal cost ones. They all actually do have cooldowns. Maybe Evocation wouldn't actually be too bad. But I'll stick with Blur for now for the damage reduction on that. Nothing too special. Okay, let's go and clear the Icefall Caves, and we'll see how these new spells go. Just be sort of testing them out. I do like the Star Wars style Shocking Grass Electrocute there. Pretty fun. So Icefall Caves is one of the little side quest ones in here. So I stand and channel this one. It does a ton of damage, but it is a stand and channel sort of spell. Both of our spells are actually both channeling spells now as well. So we can use our Electrocute when we run out of arcane power. Otherwise, we can use our Arcane Torrent there, which I seem to be not having too many problems supporting. And these guys are doing a lot of damage to me. Let's pop our Crystal Skin there. We seem to have a lot of arcane regeneration, probably coming from our book and things like that. Whoa, these guys are dealing a lot of damage. This Plague is pretty nasty. Not being able to freeze them is obviously going to hurt a bit. Let's get rid of these guys. Alright, our crystal skin is off cooldown, so I can try and kill this guy. Let's use it now. Maybe I should use my slow time bubble as well. Try and use my skills as much as possible. Adapting to a new build. Oh, dodging the projectiles. Okay, that works pretty well. We'll grab this stuff. Trying to get everything we can for crafting. What about over here? We've got some new shoes. Could these be any good? We have no move speed. Our current boots don't have any move speed on them either. This has vitality and golden health pickup, which is always helpful, and monster kill experience as well, so increasing the speed at which we level up. So I'd say that's a pretty nice upgrade. Feeling pretty slow in terms of move speed at the moment, but that's okay. So the Icefall Cave should be somewhere up in this area or somewhere over to the right there, I think. We'll see what we can find. So moving into Act 3 is a bit scary. There's a few dangerous mobs in this zone, as you can see. These are the tickler mobs, the ones that kind of reach underground and just tickle your legs. Oh, the colossal Golgor ambushing us. So this is kind of like we're dealing a lot of damage with this sort of setup. But it does leave us a bit more exposed, so having Wave of Force and Diamond Skin is actually pretty good for it. Definitely want Diamond Skin with it, allows us to kind of stand there for a bit longer and keep channeling our spells. But it'd be interesting once we get some more lightning spells to test out some actual lightning sort of specs, combine these things, because lightning does paralyze, so I think it has some pretty good hardcore potential, being able to paralyze all mobs on screen with something like this spell that arcs around and paralyzes a bunch of mobs. Should have a fair bit of potential. Does a lot of damage as well, lightning does. Otherwise there's fire, which does the highest base damage, but also adds crit chance now as one of its passive effects. So there's a lot of different ones to play around with, and I think each episode I'll try and change up my build a bit, or just at least try out some new skills each episode to keep things fresh. It's very tempting when you're playing through, especially on hardcore, to stick with the skills you know well, and to just keep using those because you know they work, but I want to keep testing things out, and if we die, we die. That's the nature of it. And if we die, maybe we'll check out one of the other classes. So you guys that wanted to see some Witch Doctor action, maybe you can kind of hope for that. But oh, we've got a blue pack here. Looks like another plagued one, so I'm going to pop my Wave of Force there, get them back. We'll pop Crystal Skin now that our health's a bit low. I'm going to move off this plagued area there. Let's pop Slow Time. Sort of slow these guys down over here. We'll be able to dodge their projectiles a bit better. Get channeling again. We'll go for another Wave of Force there, knock those guys back. This seems to be working alright. We have a few different skills we can use, and they're all cooldown skills, but we can kind of use them one after each other like that. This is Tome of Secrets. Getting lots of white items, that's good. We're going to need those for crafting. I want to try and, before we go into the boss fights at least, I want to try and craft up some gear. And we'll also take a look at the Mystic, and so I'll give that a go. So you guys can look forward to checking out some crafting and Mystic action pretty soon. So we'll do these first. There's 3 basic bounties I think we're going to do. And then we're going to check out the Mystic after that. So let's grab this Coif. Anything? I haven't seen a pop up here on the map yet. We should be able to see it. If we kind of just scoot around a little bit, we should be able to see where we're going. Oh, destroying the demonic tremor before he goes into his shielding mode. Alright, we've got another pack there. Whoa, level 17, getting it leveled. We've got a Vortex pack now. Vortex, I'm pretty sure, actually deals damage. There's Storm Armor. We could give that a go soon as well. And we now have access to the Enchantress. I'm pretty happy with the Templar myself. There's no real differences between the followers in the Reaper of Souls expansion pack. At least yet. There's no changes been done to them yet. There's a Rift Keystone. Let me check that out. Which is, you know, the only thing I think they've added for them is like more conversations between each other and between the Crusader, obviously, as well. There's a bit more banter and stuff like that. That's the only thing I've noticed so far. Where is this cave we're trying to find? Icefall Caves. Might have spawned... I would think it usually spawns somewhere around here. Maybe we've actually missed it. Maybe it's down a bit. But I'll see if I can find it for you guys. Oh, here it is. It's just a bit on the map right now. So let's head into that. Whoa, things are getting pretty crazy in here now. Let's try and use our Wave of Force there to clear these guys out a bit. Pretty good AoE damage on Wave of Force now. I think that's probably been upgraded in terms of damage. A lot of skills have been, sort of lesser used ones have been bumped up in terms of damage. Nice.
I need arcane power.
Let's try and snag these items and then head into this cave. Alright, come on. Let's get out of here. Force move. Any of you guys that play hardcore or want to play hardcore, I highly recommend binding Force Move to something. Oh, a Legendary Ring! Excuse me, Legendary Ring. I was trying to impart some pro tips for hardcore, and you just had to drop then. But that's pretty exciting. We'll check that out once we go in here. But Force Move, I currently have it bound to my middle mouse button, and what that allows you to do is if you're surrounded like we kind of were there, it allows you to move outside of the pack without accidentally attacking them. If you use left click to move, then when you try and move out of a pack, you accidentally click one of them, you're just going to stand there and start shooting instead of moving, and that will get you killed in hardcore. So Force Move, absolutely essential to use. So you can bind that in the options to any key you want. Some people bind it to space or something like that. I just bind it to my middle mouse button. It's pretty easy. So let's check out our new Legendary Ring, see what we got. We also got a weapon here that has potential. Leoric's Signet. Oh, this increased bonus XP by 27%. Holy crap, we found a Leoric's Signet. Awesome, and it has been smart loot towards us as well. So we've got int, we've got regen, we've got crit chance, we've got resource cost reduction, which is going to allow us to channel Arcane Torrent pretty much infinitely. We're already able to channel it pretty well. And wow, 7 pickup radius on it. Pretty awesome. That's a sick ring, so let's go ahead and trade this out for our other one. We're going to lose some vitality from this, but I think that's more than worth it. We're gonna level super fast now. We're already leveling pretty quickly, as some people pointed out in the comments of the previous episodes, and we're gonna level even faster now with that. But I think it also had some damage on it as well, so a bit of int, which is upgrading our damage, and some crit chance there, so that'll be pretty nice. These guys are pretty tough though. Okay, so we actually need to clear Icefall Caves level 2, so we can pretty much just kill whatever's in the way here, and then go to the level 2, and then we have to full clear that. Kind of like Diablo 2 Den of Evil style. Alright, let's check out what's here. Anything good for us? Nope, not quite yet. Finding a bunch of blues, but I don't think any of them... Well, there's a damage upgrade on that wand there. That actually might be worth it. It's a pretty significant damage upgrade. Okay, so oh wow. Oh no, maybe we should change this ring out here. Actually, Crushing Blow, this is a bit of news for you guys, has been removed from the beta at the moment. It's just not working at all anymore, because they want to see what the game plays like without Crushing Blow. It was being too... pretty much everyone was getting Crushing Blow and focusing on that instead, so it was skewing the data they were getting. However, Chance to Splash still does work, but I think extra vitality and attack speed is an all-round winner here, so we'll trade out our yellow ring for a blue ring. It is an upgrade there. And we have a bit of a damage upgrade here. There's nothing really else on this. There's some vitality. It's a pretty tanky weapon, and extra XP. But let's go for some more damage. Let's give that a go. Is there anything else in here that's good for us? I will try and take a closer look at items that actually like have potential or are good or are interesting in some form. Someone asked me to make sure I take a better look at items, but most of the items I just don't put much effort into showing you guys, just aren't interesting at all, and I can kind of just identify those by a quick look, you know. Especially now with the way they've aligned, the way they've created damage, toughness, and healing stats, makes it pretty easy to identify things at a glance. You know, if there's no green writing, then it's probably not a very good item, but there's also a bit more to it as well. We can look at extra things like XP, like this belt here could have potential, but we've got vitality in our current belt. As a hardcore character at the moment, I'm trying to prioritize vitality. But pretty empty caves today. Oh, no, not quite a one-shot. I was wondering if we could one-shot with Waves of Force. It does seem to do a fair bit of damage. Arcane Torrent does pretty well though. Alright, so the exit should be somewhere over here. And we'll head into level 2 of the Icefall Caves. Alrighty, into the Icefall Caves level 2. So we're going to be full clearing this zone, so we're going to make sure we get rid of any like hidden bugs. Sometimes in these caves, things will hide in those little guys, and you have to get those to appear and kill them. Although I found that sometimes if there's like activatable mobs like that, ones that you have to actually activate, even if you don't activate them, they won't actually count towards the ones you need to kill. I don't know, I haven't quite fully discovered these mechanics yet, but it's something I'm trying to look into a bit. Let's use our cooldowns here. Actually, the cooldown reduction might be pretty interesting, especially if I give myself an attack that has a cooldown or something like that as well. Maybe use Wave of Force more as my main attack. It does pretty good damage, but for now we'll just test this out, keep going with this. Maybe when we level next, we'll check out what skill we get there. There's a few for you guys. We need to make sure we kill the little eels that pop out of their bellies. Alright, here's some more Frostclaw Burrows, the little leaper guys. Wow, there's only we've got a really small second zone spawn here, so we've only got 3 more enemies remaining. Actually, a pretty quick bounty once we actually got in here. That's not too bad. I think overall, Act 3 bounties are pretty good. I don't know if you can actually salvage the damaged ones, but here's a Resplendent chest. We've got one enemy remaining, so hopefully that's up in this direction as well. Loot. Alright, is he up here? Oh, here he is, and it is Zlusa the Grasping, a unique mob here. And he had a few friends with him. But there we go, there's the kill and the bounty, and we got a few items.
Can't carry more.
Alright, I think I might actually head back to town and do some salvaging then, since we've managed to score quite a few items in here. And another damage upgrade. I'll equip that for now, but what I actually want to do is see if I can craft a rare weapon now. So let's salvage up everything here. And if there's any rare weapons available, I'll actually try and craft one of these guys, because I wouldn't mind doing that and then using the Mystic to be able to modify it. That rare weapon's no good. That had rolled okay, a little bit better. We might have been able to use the Mystic to improve it, but we'll see if we can roll anything level appropriate. Looks like nothing yet, so unfortunately you can't use the Mystic on blue weapons, so I might just keep the one I have for now. This source has been pretty good. Is there anything else? Forge armor. We could get an arming cap. Our current helmet's okay-ish, but we could definitely craft one of these. Any other yellow items? Well, let's craft a level appropriate arming cap here. Level 17. What level are we? We just got to 17, so that's actually our first rare as well. So let's go ahead and craft one of these, and we'll check out the stats and we'll see if we can improve it a bit. So we did get a socket. We haven't been finding any gems yet, unfortunately. So I could actually re-roll that socket into something else like intelligence. It's got life per hit on it. This has potential. Let's go check it out at the Mystic. So what we're going to do is we try and identify items with potential, and this will become more evident over time as we do more crafting. But what we can do, we have an option of re-rolling either the primary or secondary stats. So if I wanted to re-roll gold, I could try and re-roll it into like extra experience or pickup radius or something like that. But I think what I want to do is re-roll the socket into something useful. Life per hit's pretty useful, but the socket I think is going to be more useful. We could get 1 crit chance, which is not a very big deal at the moment. We could get some regen, which is going to help us a bit, but I think int is going to help us the most. So this is going to cost 3,600 and some of our crafting materials, and this will cost more each time we try and re-roll it. We managed to get 25 out of 29 intelligence. That's actually pretty good. So now we have a pretty nice helmet upgrade here, as you can see. The socket's usually good on helmets, but since we don't have any gems available, and since I'm trying to not actually get gear from other hardcore characters I play. Like, I do have gems in here, but we're going to stick with what we actually find, try and keep this a bit of a pure experience. So let's go ahead and salvage this last one here. And let's go ahead to kill Captain Don Adams. So he should just be somewhere in this zone. We also have to kill 50 mobs in this as well, since it is an actual target bounty like this. Oh, one-shotting now. So we did just get a bit of a weapon upgrade, so that's it was a pretty nice damage jump, and it looks like Wave of Force actually one-shots a lot of things now. That's going to be good. I'm going to try and use that. We have a Vortex pack. The good thing about knockback on that is knockback in Diablo 3 actually functions as a 100% guaranteed stun. It's a very short duration stun, but it is a stun nonetheless, which is really good for interrupting enemy attacks. If they're doing like a big wind-up attack, you can do that. Or it just kind of keeps them off you for a little bit. These guys look like they blocked it with their shield there. Oh, let's go grab the Nephilim Glory. Then we'll see if there's anything we can go kill with it. So I've got 17 out of 50 of our kills so far. These zones are all pretty mob dense, so pretty easy to get the amount of kills. Whoa, look at this! Oh yes! Let's use our Arcane Torrent there. All these guys with the shields blocked it, but there we go. That almost took us straight to 50. I love it, I love it. Awesome. There's another elite pack over there, so we'll try and bombard these guys with Arcane Torrents here. Looks like they've thrown up a wall. Can I actually Arcane Torrent over those? It looks like I run out of arcane power for a moment there. She switches automatically over to electrocute. Victory, what is that? Oh, it's an amulet. We already have our unique amulet, so although it's got pretty nice vitality roll in it, I think our unique amulet's still better because it also has the proc, also has attack speed, crit chance, dex, extra average damage. Pretty nice unique amulet. It'll keep us out of trouble for a few more levels at least. And then, who knows, but maybe we'll find an upgrade by then. So we've got our 50 mob kills now, so I just got to try and find the actual unique mob we're trying to hunt down. But we got a level. What did we get? Fire bolts for a shock pulse. Anything else? Frost Nova rune with cold snap. Arcane Torrent disruption. Okay, let's try that out. So enemies hit by Arcane Torrent become disrupted for 6 seconds, causing them to take additional damage from any attacks that deal arcane damage. So this doesn't do much by itself, but we can use it combined with something else that does arcane damage. Does any of these guys, these are lightning damage or fire damage from here. Does Spectral Blade do arcane damage? It does do arcane damage. That might have potential. We do tend to get close to things with this current build. So let's give Spectral Blades a go. And we now have Frost Nova with Cold Snap, which reduces the cooldown and increases the freeze duration. That actually might work better as a crowd control than the Slow Bubble. The Slow Bubble's not bad, but I think this is going to work a bit better. And it's a pretty short cooldown now. So now I can Arcane Torrent these guys, and then Spectral Blades for extra damage. Or if I run out of, if I run out of Arcane Torrent power, I can use the Spectral Blades to deal a bit of extra damage there. Once I actually have some better Arcane nukes, maybe like the Black Hole at level 61, that might actually be a bit more effective. There's a lot of different synergy potential there. You can make an Arcane focused build, or you can make an Electric focused build, Fire focused build, Frost focused build. We'll try them all out. So, provided we do manage to stay alive, of course. But here's our target. Man, we're destroying things with this, though. I think Arcane Torrent actually does cause itself to do more damage. So this guy should be disrupted. Yeah, there's a little disruption icon above his head there. Legion Crux. Let's see what we got. Ooh, it's an upgrade. Just a toughness buff. The other one has cold damage, but not using cold damage anymore. This has pickup radius as well. This is a nice all-round upgrade. And, yeah, no damage boost there. The extra dex is just a little tiny bit of survivability. But how's our pants looking? These are a pants upgrade. Our current pants are still pretty dodgy. I think we tried to craft some pants pretty unsuccessfully last time. So let's go kill Bolan, and then we'll have our boss fights to try and sort out. So I might use different specs for the boss fights. We'll see. This spec might be tanky enough to do. At least Sadea. We'll give her a go. Move speed shrine. Oh yes. Whoa! Lots of exploders. Let's freeze these guys if we can. Oh wow! I just noticed there's actually like a little target underneath your mouse now that's painting where the arcane strikes are going. That seems to be a new addition. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case before. You guys can see that there. It's a pretty cool effect. I like it. Since Arcane Torrent is ranged and Spectral Blades are not, though, sometimes you kind of just stand there attacking nothing. Whoa, I'm going to kill so many things just here. Frozen. Oh, there's our 50 kills almost instantly. Man, awesome mob density in here. Look at the purple markers the Arcane Torrent is leaving on the ground. Alright, let's check it. Let's see if we can find this guy now. We'll use our Fleeting Shrine to kind of rush ahead here and see if we can find our target. Here's some easy kills for this one. Oh, I gotta stand here and do this. Awesome. pretty good XP in here. Wow. I've got a nightmarish pack here. These guys shouldn't be too bad. I'll get those frozen. There we go. Let's use Arcane Torrent to finish him off. Should be pretty quick. Except when I get feared. Alright, there we go. Okay. Oh! No, don't teleport. Wrong map, okay. So it looks like we should just be able to keep heading down in this direction. We should be able to find him a little bit further down. Alright, and here's our mark. Let's see what he is. Oh, he's a Colossal Gogor. We should be able to kill him very quickly, though. Let's get these guys frozen. Oh, he's actually spawning those sort of spike trap ones. They're the arcane spike traps. But that was a pretty easy kill. So let's finish off the rest of these guys. There's actually, when you're doing bounties, you have to like kill everything around you because obviously your teleport will get disrupted. However, there are unique shoulders that I really like that allow you to teleport while getting hit, and they actually give you damage reduction at the same time. So they're pretty sweet. But let's see if we can craft any upgrades before we go do these boss fights. I'm a little bit nervous about the boss fights. Alright, this chest is a straight up toughness upgrade, so we might as well put that on. And I think we'll salvage everything else in here. And then see if there's anything we can craft. Okay, so we do need a better shoulders, would be nice. We've actually got some more available to us now. Journeyman dice. These aren't helpful. These are all just follower items. Maybe we could craft our Templar a follower item. I don't think he has one yet. No, he's still very lacking in terms of gear. Let's give him a Holy Tome. We'll craft one for him. He will be helping us after all. What do we get? Some vitality, chance to block, life per hit. Sounds pretty good. Keep in mind that the followers multiply the effectiveness of main stats, so vitality is going to be very effective at keeping him alive. Okay, let's see if there's anything we can actually craft ourselves though. We've got Journeyman Shoulder Guards, which are level 17, so that will be an upgrade no doubt. Let's give these a craft. There's some intelligence and reduced cooldown, which actually helps us a bit, so they're pretty good. What about... gloves are doing okay. Life per hit's pretty handy. We could definitely do with some pencil chests, so let's see if we can get any of those. This is only a level 4. Highest usable is a level 4 chest. Oh man. And level 9 pants. Okay, so we're not going to get any upgrades there. Maybe we'll see if there's any mystic crafting we can do. We could change these braces here from dexterity to intelligence. Would probably be a nice upgrade. All the rest of the stats look pretty good, so let's go ahead and change this. And there's some intelligence. We could go for crit, but I think I'll go for the straight damage boost of intelligence. Generally, you want to start stacking things for them to be effective. Chance to deal splash, life per hit. What can we change this to? We could change it to vitality. I think that's probably going to be more useful than the splash damage. Cooldown. Okay, I'll go with cooldown. Is there anything else we can do? The belt's pretty good. There's nothing else really I want from that. Chance to freeze on hit's not really going to help too much. I can't do any uniques yet because I actually need, as you can see, you need Forgotten Souls to do these guys, even though they're pretty low level. So can't do much with that, and this requires all the higher level ones. So you can't do any reforging of uniques while leveling 1 to 60, unfortunately, unless you have saved up some stats. Was there anything else we could do with this guy? Don't think there's anything else to do. I think these are all pretty good now. What about our boots? We could change life per second into move speed. That would actually be super handy. Let's see if we can get that. There's an intelligence roll, we'll take that. Let's try again though. There's a higher intelligence roll, we'll take that. Let's try again though. Come on, move speed. We'll keep the initial intelligence. We're blowing all our cash here. There's move speed. Oh, it's a nice one too. I think 9 is max. Yep, so we managed to get a max move speed roll. That's going to be pretty helpful for boss fights, for actually avoiding attacks. Okay, let's do this. Let's go Sadea first. And this Sadea fight shouldn't be too hard. We just have to head down and around to get to her. Oh, I managed to score a new ring here from one of these elites here. 3 to 6 damage, vitality, reduce all resource costs. This is going to be an upgrade over our blue we just upgraded, so that's I'm pretty happy with that. We'll put that on. And I got to think about what skills I want to use for this boss fight. I don't know if Spectral Blade is going to be the best. It doesn't really allow you to reposition so much. You kind of have to be able to face tank and melee. It's pretty effective at clearing out all these guys, as you can see. It does pretty good damage for a signature spell. There's another level. Maybe we'll get something that can help out in the boss fight. Let's see what we get. We get a new active skill category, so we have Explosive Blast at the moment, which is probably not going to be too helpful for this build. We got Spectral Blade Flame Blades upgrade. Enemies hit increases the damage of your fire spells. Each enemy hit increases damage of your fire spells by 1%. And that doesn't say like it has a stack limit or anything. That's pretty cool actually. Each enemy hit increases the damage of your fire spells for 3 seconds. Let's kill off these guys and actually test this out just in here, in this zone before we move into the boss fight. Not going to be too helpful in the actual boss fight, but could be interesting to see. Increases the damage only of your fire spells though, so let's see how the stacks of this work though. So there's 1 stack, there's 5 stacks, there's 9 stacks. If we can keep that, if you can keep building that up. Wow, this would work really nice with something like, I can use my Explosive Blast there, is going to have, wow, so 44% increased, 50% increased, if I can keep these going, 52% increased. Let's try and use our Explosive Blast here. Oh, I don't want to die though. I don't want to die. Alright, that's pretty cool. I really like that rune. So using that with something like Explosive Blast, so you can keep attacking while you're using it. What other fire spells do you have that you could use with this? Just sort of like learning these things now. You can use like fire runes on a lot of different spells. Shock Pulse has fire, although that's a signature spell. You want something that does big burst damage, so you can kind of just cast it and then keep going back to Spectral Blading to keep pumping that up. That's pretty cool. I quite like that. Let's think about what we can use for this actual boss fight though. We have a Magic Missile with Glacial Spike. It's going to be a very solid defensive option. Shock Pulse, you still have to get pretty close. Electrocute would be alright, but we don't have any runes for that yet. I think I'll go with Glacial Spike as the safest choice. Arcane Orbs, Obliteration is probably going to be the best single target. Otherwise, Ray of Frost, 10% chance to freeze enemies for 1 second, increases the slow amount to 80%. Cold Blood reduces the damage. That's probably going to be the most solid single target we could use. What have we got in here? We could probably use Ice Armor, or let's go with Storm Armor to increase the amount of damage we do. That just arcs out and shocks enemies. Diamond Skin's pretty solid. Wave of Force is very solid for dealing with adds. We have a new Energy Twister rune. Mistral Breeze. It reduces the casting cost. Pretty simple. We still have our Wave of Force though. And I think our Frost Nova is pretty good as well. Let's give this a go for our boss fight there. Alright, here we go. This shouldn't be too bad. We deal a ton of damage, and today is not one of the toughest of the boss fights.
I've been looking forward to this.
Let's just try and use our...
Is that how
Oh, it looks like she doesn't quite get frozen from those freeze spells. We're doing tons of damage, though. Yes, we're going to take her out pretty quickly. See if we can get a freeze. Oh, yes! No getting away for you.
you will not make me
Oh, stuck
bow
there.
to the likes
We
of
can use
you.
our freeze to deal with those other little spiders. Wave of Force. Yes, come on. There we go. Nice fast kill. Man, super fast. Last caution. So yeah, someone asked why we're getting achievements, and that is because all the achievements have reset on the beta server. So we go back and get all the basic achievements we haven't gotten before. Okay, let's go straight into doing Siegebreaker. Siegebreaker can be pretty tough if you do a lot of damage, but we're pretty tanky as well. But also the fight can get a little bit hectic if you don't deal with all those ads there. But we've got to go through Rackus Crossing first. Shouldn't be too bad. I can freeze all these guys before they can jump up. Wave of Force there. There we go. What do we get? A belt. Cool. A belt upgrade could be good. Oh man, it's only... Yeah, it's not really an upgrade. It's about the same as ours. Is it any good? It's got extra XP instead, so when two items are the same at this point while you're leveling, the extra XP is probably the one that separates them. Or you could look at things like regen, or I guess magic find, if there's nothing else different. But XP is a nice leveling stat. So I'm liking the amount of passive damage we're doing with this spec at the moment, with the storm armor and also the proc from our legendary amulet here. I'm kind of just running around and things are dying. They're either getting struck by lightning or exploded by these arcane orbs. So it's a pretty cool combination. Oh, level 20, and we got a sick one from the looks of things. Let's check this out, and a new passive skill slot. It's all happening, all at once. Alright, let's kill off this guy first, though. We'll keep him frozen, he can't spawn any of his ads. We got a socketed item. Again, unfortunately, no rubies or anything to put in it now, but that's a very nice wand otherwise. It's pretty high damage, and the intelligence as well tips it over our current one, even though the DPS is higher in our current blue weapon. And yeah, cool, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe if we get lucky and start finding some gems soon, that'll be good as well. Now, what did we actually get in terms of our new passive? It looks like there's some guys up in there I should probably take care of first. Alright, let's head in here. There actually should be clear in here once we kill these guys. Okay, so new passive, we can take... What's Prodigy do? We gain arcane power back. Evocation, I think, will work very nice for this build. We have 3 cooldown skills, so that could work really well. Power Hungry now gives you 5 charges of power. You can get up to 5 power charges when you pick up health orbs, and the health globes, and these makes the cost of your next spell free, basically. But let's check out Evocation. I think it's probably the way to go. We've got a new diamond skin rune. We can check that out. Defensive Prism. Reduce arcane power, cost of all skills. I kind of like Crystal Shell at the moment, so we'll stick with that. I've got a new Arcane Orb rune. Arcane Orbit. Oh, more passive damage. That could be pretty fun too. Maybe we should set up a passive damage skill for our Rift run. A passive damage sort of setup for our Rift run. And we've got Magic Weapon now. Let's actually go with Magic Weapon. Increases our damage. 10% increased damage, or passive extra damage. Let's go with Storm Armor for now. We can use some Magic Weapon later. And for our Templar, we'll grab Inspire, which gives us extra resource regeneration. Alrighty, here we go. Straight into our Siegebreaker. We do have a Fortune Shrine and some Nephilim Glory, so maybe that'll help us out a little bit. Now, I don't think we can freeze him so much. There we go. We do get a freeze. I think they have basically reduced freeze effect in this, if I remember correctly. But this should slow him down. Oh! We didn't take too much damage. Wave of Force. Let's use our Crystal Skin now when he comes off and starts attacking. I should probably use that just before he does an attack. Like right now. Oh, come on. Come off cooldown. Damn it. Okay, we didn't take too much damage. It's all good. Alright, looks like the lower level bosses aren't too much of a problem. Still playing on hard, and doing okay on hard now. We might be able to bump up the difficulty a bit soon. Now that we've got the Mystic, we can actually craft a lot better gear, so we can potentially take on a higher level difficulty. But that could be risky. We might give that a go next level. Look at these gloves! Whoa! Splash damage, pretty good life per hit. Intelligence, XP, pickup radius. This is like pretty much everything I would want on a pair of gloves right now, so that is a sick upgrade. Thank you, Asmodan. I appreciate it, bro. Cool. That's all of our bounties for this one. So let's go get our Heraldric cash. All right, Tyrael, give us our reward. And we've got 45, so we're not going to be able to buy another baggie just yet. What do we get? We've got a Rift Keystone, we've got some gems. We actually got some gems now, so we can go ahead and chuck one of those in our weapon. We got two chipped rubies. We can go ahead and upgrade one of those guys. So we might want to start thinking about now combining gems. Gem combiner, please. Oh, that's right, we need to go through this. Oh man, I'm going to have to just keep track of what I got. Okay, we can go one flawed ruby here, because I have all the other gems. Maybe I'll just have to get rid of those to avoid confusion. And 205 DPS to 242. Oh, huge jump. That extra, just that +6 damage at the moment, this early on makes a pretty big difference there. No other sockets, but we could start thinking about maybe going for helmet sockets and things like that in the future. Also, the diamonds with the all resist is a super nice stat to have, because you can't get all resist this early on. 6 all resist makes a big difference. So, that's all of our bounties done. Let's open up a rift. I should probably do some salvaging first. I'll do some salvaging first, then we'll jump into a rift. Alright, let's see what we get. We have Shifting Flight, level 1. Let's see what zone we're in. Looks like we have a bluish hued sewers, kind of, whoa, caught in the frost. I might actually want to change my build a little bit for this rift, I think. These guys are pretty nasty. Whoa, no. Tons of damage. Let's try and work this guy down. Crystal Skin. I do have my potion off cooldown when I need it. Let's go for another freeze. Time to use a potion. Getting very low life there. This guy don't have much mobility because of all this frost stuff they put on the ground. There's a shield. Might want to consider using a shield though. How is our... Ooh, this is a big toughness increase. And it has crit on it as well, so... Well, we lose a bit of damage, but that might be worth using for now for a bit of extra defensive capability in here. I don't want to rip in the in this rift. Okay, let's check out a build. Let's go with Spectral Blade, Flame Blades. We'll go with Arcane Orb, Arcane Orbit. We'll go with Frost Nova Cold Snap. I'm pretty happy with. Shadow could be good too. Let's go with Cold Snap so we can use it more often. Wave of Force is a good AoE, although do we have any other big fire ones I could use, anything like that? No, not quite. And we'll go with... We could go with Explosive Blast, have a bit more sort of a passive damage there. I can combine that with my Spectral Blades there. Alright, let's give that a go. Let's give this spec a go, we'll see how we go. Okay, 1% in. We've got some killing to do. Spectral Blades with a 1 just seems kind of funny. It's always struck me as a weapon user's sort of spell. So I kind of just want to be spammy with my cooldown skills, I think, with this sort of setup. If I can keep those stacks up on Spectral Blades, we should be able to do a lot more damage with our Explosive Blasts. So let's see, when you're hitting a big pack like that, they build up pretty quickly. So I'll try and use that as much as possible. Whoa, destroying! Alright, this is pretty fun. A bit of a different spec, I've never really played like this. I need to keep my Arcane Orbs up, so I need to spam that as well. It's going to be kind of a spammy spec. Oh, here's a Goblin. Come on, Legendary. Wave of Force. We use our Explosive Blast there. Lots of Tome of Secrets from him. So when I'm like sort of fighting a larger enemy, a tougher one, I should have a lot of stacks build up and I should be able to use Explosive Blast for a lot of extra damage. Be interesting to see what other fire spells we could use. I think Meteor would be a good candidate. Kind of build up a lot of stacks with Spectral Blade and then call down a Meteor and have it do a ton of extra damage. We get, you could pretty easily get up to 100 stacks, a very short level. You probably easily get up to like 100 stacks and basically double the damage of Meteor if you're fighting a larger sort of pack. Let's try it out in here. Do some extra damage with this guy. Wave of Force pretty good. This is a pretty good mob spawns in here. More imps to fight. I think we actually got sewers in one of the previous rifts, so we've had we're getting the same kind of rifts over and over again. They are pretty varied. I've played quite a few different rifts now and different characters, and I've had very, very different ones. Just been just lucky, I guess, in this particular run. Oh, feared. Ooh, this is a bit dangerous. All those guys sort of draining life from me there. I need to keep my Arcane Orbs going. I remember spam all the buttons. Let's try and take out this rare. Whoa, feared again. Maybe if I can freeze these guys, they'll stop fearing me. There we go.
Do you think I could get it?
Level 21. We get anything else nice that we can use with this particular spec? Ice Armor, Chilling Aura. Yeah, not bad. Active Skill Hydra. That'd be... that could be alright. Disintegrate. I don't think any of these will work in this spec we have going at the moment. But there's some skills we can try out maybe in the next episode. Trying out some Hydra could be pretty fun. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this spec we just kind of randomly threw together there. Just cherry-picked a bunch of different spells that might work okay together. Kind of shorter range ones that we can just use. And I feel like we're clearing really quickly. Already up to about almost 50% now. I wonder if you build up stacks after you trigger the explosive blast, whether they still benefit, whether that explosive blast still benefits from the damage upgrade, whether the damage is determined, like captured on cast, or when it actually goes off. That'd be interesting sort of optimization to know if you were using this as an actual spec. Alright, I got a pack just frozen here, building up my stacks and using my explosive blast. Let's see how it goes. Should oh man, that does tons of damage now. Pretty good stuff. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Oh, here's another large pack. This could be fun. Let's get these guys frozen. Probably should. Yeah, knocking him away actually doesn't help too much. I don't know if I like the knockback rune on this setup because we kind of want to be close to all these guys. Let's keep the freeze. The freeze is excellent though. Still, Wave of Force does do nice damage. Building up the stacks. Oh, destroyed by the explosive blast there. I gotta keep my arcane orbs up in orbit. I keep forgetting about those guys. Oh, got a blue pack of grotesques here. Let's freeze these guys and get in close. And try and use our explosive blast combo here with Spectral Blade. Should be able to take them out pretty quickly. Oh, there we go. Had to eat a few explosions, but not too much damage. We seem to be pretty tanky. Good thing is we're taking 20% reduced melee damage from our blur passive there. So it actually works really well with this spec since we're actually kind of getting into melee a bit more and getting hit by those melee attackers. The amulet plus the skill is pretty awesome. Let's see if I can get them to proc at the same time. The amount of arcane stuff just orbiting us there. I don't know where... There we go. That's pretty cool. But I don't... Where is the exit to this zone? Is it like all the way back there? Oh man. Oh, we've got a power pylon that's 400% increased damage. We should just be able to one-shot pretty much all things with Wave of Force now. If I can actually find something to kill. There we go. There we go, destroyed. It'd be nice if we were able to grab that shrine right as the boss spawn. Would have been pretty sweet. But I guess we'll just one-shot everything up until then. Oh, here's a conduit pylon as well, so now we get the lightning that forks out and attacks everything. I believe this also benefits from 400% increased damage, so as you can see, I can kind of just cruise past and everything dies. There's another Rift Keystone. Though we're not running short of those, we've got like 9. I think the drop rate for those needs to be decreased for Reap of Souls, because we're just getting them way too easily. I feel like you should have to do more bounties to be able to accrue them. We've got now a speed pylon, which works pretty nicely with the conduit pylon. Yes, I love these pylons there. So good. Let's try and carry the speed one into the next level here. 87%. We'll just keep running up through here. I guess we'll use some explosive blast. Oh, this is working pretty well. Alright, let's try and get some of these guys together. There's a level 26. Oh, I just destroyed that pack. Alright, that was awesome. Debilitating Force on Wave of Force. That would actually be fantastic. Let's put it on. What's it do? Each enemy's heal do reduced damage. Okay, so that'll stop knocking them back now, which has actually been pretty annoying. We've also unlocked a Familiar and Teleport. Cool. I've been wanting some extra move speed. Teleport's very handy for that. But that was pretty fun. Let's see if we can find some more pylons. Let's see if we can find one. We're getting pretty close to the boss now. I'll try and kill a few more enemies. But if we can get the boss to spawn near a pylon, that'd be fantastic. Let's see what we can do. Oh man, there's heaps of these scorpions in here though. This is probably going to cause the boss to spawn. Yeah, there it is. Alright, we've got an elite pack here. We'll better kill this guy first. Use our explosive blast and Waves of Force. Oh, lots of damage from the poison enchantment there. Let's go see what bosses spawn there. Alright, so they're unfortunately a healing well spawn. Healing well's most disappointing thing in these because they take the place of a pylon. I've actually seen a few of them, so pretty unfortunate. Let's see what this boss is. This might be a good spot to fight him. What is it? Oh, the Choker. This is one of the Act 5 new creatures, but I'm not sure what he does. He does seem to be poison enchanted. Or maybe that's just a poison ground attack that he has. Let's use Wave of Force. We'll freeze him here. Get some attacks off. Let's use an Explosive Blast as well. That is definitely poison enchantment. We want to stay out of that. That'll deal a ton of damage. Alright, I don't have much in the way of ranged attacks, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's use a Wave of Force, freeze him. I use my Crystal Armor there for when he comes off freeze. Whoa! Out of the poison enchantment. Ooh, that was a bit too close. We've got 2 healing wells on either side here, so maybe I should pull him over to one of these. There's the other one on the other side I can use. Okay. I think we got his health down to about halfway. Oh, not even. It's still pretty healthy looking. Alright, Crystal Armor's worn off. Let's freeze him. Oh, gotta get out of that poison. Man, I need ranged attacks for this. This guy's pretty hard to fight in this tunnels like this. If I can get the freeze off. There we go. Use Wave of Force, and when he comes off, I'll use Crystal Skin. Alright, let's get out of this poison. It's way too dangerous. He's hitting us with these ranged poison attacks here. Okay, there's a healing. We'll grab the globe first. Let's try and freeze him again. Oh, we must be in a poison effect there.
Need more time.
What? No, getting out of there. Our potion's on cooldown now. Alright, most of our cooldown's off. Let's go for the freeze again. Explosive Blast, Wave of Force for debilitation, another freeze. Let's grab this health shrine. Whoa! Crystal Skin, another Explosive Blast, and run out of there. Okay, we'll go for another freeze now. We're using our cooldowns pretty well. Debilitating Force as he comes off, deal less damage. No! Oh! Oh! Oh, man, that was close. Whoa! Whoa! Way too close. We were kind of balancing our cooldowns as well, but just got out of hand there at the last moment. Whoa. Okay, I need to kill some of these guys. There's actually a rare pack here as well. Oh crap. Not good. Alright, force move. Come on, come on, come on. Crystal Skin. Alright, potions off cooldown. Man, this guy's pretty nasty. Oh, we've just moved into dual affixes now. Okay, let's try and kill some of these guys here. I definitely want to kill this rare away from the boss. Alright, there's his ads taken care of. Okay, good. Can we kill the rare now? Try and bait him out away from the boss. It's right there. Damn it. Come on, rare. This way, this way. Come on out. There's the wall. Alright, let's go for the freeze there. We'll just try and do some damage. Let's get out of that. Whoa, man, this boss fight is intense. No! Oh, that's bad walls. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, good. At least the poison enchanted can't get us when we're all the way over there. This is a bad spot to be walled in, so I kind of want to hang back a bit. Let's take out this other minion there. Alright, there's one less plague field spawning. Let's try and hit him with a Wave of Force there, get a bit of extra damage off. It's a bit hard to get in there. Whoa! That does so much damage! Holy crap. Alright, that's it. That's it. It's definitely time to switch to a ranged attack. Getting into melee with those guys is just ridiculous. Alright, let's go Disintegrate. Come on, some pure energy power there. And we'll go Magic Missile, Glacial Spike for some freezing. We've got a new Electrocute rune as well. What's that actually, out of interest? Chain Lightning increases the number of enemies. That'll be nice for getting lightning procs later on. Let's actually freeze these guys and go for the Disintegrate. There we go. Let's melt him. The advantage of the wizard is definitely powerful ranged attacks. So getting into melee with those guys was just asking for it. We had two very near-death experiences there. Man, That was scary. Got the heart racing though. That's why you play hardcore. Okay, got a few items, a few rares from those guys actually. Wow, 2 sets of arcane orbs here. This has got a lot of extra stats on it. Intelligence, vitality, a bit less toughness than the shield, but a huge damage increase. I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. Almost up to 300 there. A belt that's a bit more defensive. Is that our old belt even? Not quite sure. No, our old belt was too similar. This is a bit of a defensive buff there. We'll go ahead and equip that to be a little bit more tanky. Any others? Looks like that's about it. Alright, so we'll head back and get our reward. Whoa, man. I hope we get a good Heraldric cache from that one. That boss fight was intense. Let's see if we can get another legendary from the loot baggie. We did it in the last episode.
The blood runs true.
Okay, here we go. There's another 20 blood shards as well. See what we get. Oh, we did get a legendary. We got a legendary boots. Oh, awesome. Let's see what they are. What are these? I've never seen them before. Come on. Boots of Disregard. We've got Dex, Vitality, so the Dex is a bit unfortunate. 500 life regeneration per second for each second you stand still. This effect stacks up to 8 times. We have 3,000 life, max. 500 life regen per second. 3,000 life. 500 per second regen, up to 8 times. We can heal. Okay, with just 3 stacks, we heal half of our life. With 6 stacks, we heal 3,000 life. Holy crap, these boots are OP. What the hell? That's insane. Okay, so this is what happens. 500 life regeneration per second each second you stand still. The effect stacks up to 8 times. As you can see, our healing going up by 500s, by factors of 500. Alright, I know this should be the end of the episode because we just finished the run and everything. But I have to test this out. Let's just go to some random zone. Let's go to Stonefort. Stonefort's always good. Because I want to see. Let's put Spectral Blades on here. We'll put Flame Blades on. So we can just kind of stand here now. Alright, here's a pack. We'll stand up, start building up our regen. And now nothing can hurt us. Alright, did that disable it? Okay, getting knocked back disabled it. But nothing can hurt us as long as we don't get knocked back. Frozen. No matter how much damage we take, as long as we stand still, we're going to have a ridiculous amount of regen. Whoa, these boots are insane. Okay, so we lose it if we get knocked back. Fair enough. We have to try and, you know, freeze mobs where we can, avoid knockback, whatever we can do to avoid knockback. But, that is huge. That's such a big defensive buff. This is going to mean, you know, if you want to play something like a CM Wizard with this sort of thing. Obviously, these boots are not going to be as good at endgame. 500 life per second is not very impressive when you have 500,000 life. But at this point in the game where they dropped, that's insane. We could play like, we could make whatever sort of like standstill, explosive face tank wizard we want. And we'd be able to stand in that poison field easily. Like the poison field would be nothing now. As long as we have that regen built up. There's the initial danger zone where at the moment I have, as you can see, I only have 70 there. But then we jump up to like 3,000 life per second pretty quickly. So that is insane. I'm pretty happy with those boots. I'll be keen to give those a whirl next episode in when we take on Act 4. Unfortunately, there's a lot of mobs in Act 4 that knock back. But that was pretty good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching.